Well, Russ was saying earlier that he liked it when performers told the stories of their songs. I haven't done a lot of that tonight. Usually I talk way too much. I don't know what's gotten into me tonight. But we used to have this club in New York that was a songwriters cooperative, which is, as you well know, an oxymoron by itself. And, but there we were. We had this great little club down at Greenwich Village, and we were running shows like 365 nights a year there. And they came to us one day and they said they were going to have a concert in Central Park to call attention to the nuclear freeze movement. And they had Bruce Springsteen and Linda Ronstadt and all these people lined up to play Central Park. And a group of mothers came to us and they said, could you guys put together a concert at the band shell in the park? We want to be able to participate, and we don't want to have our children trampled by Springsteen's fans from New Jersey. That's what they said. So we said, sure. And I wrote this song, and it ended up being the closing number in the concert. Somebody recently posted a photo of us all singing it, in fact, on the band shell. There were about 25 people on stage. And they're all singing, and none of them had ever heard it before, so I'm counting on you guys to jump right on this too. But anyway, after it was over, we were all like totally wired, so we went over to the New York City subway, and we got on the subway and started riding downtown. And we were all singing this song in the subway, and the subway's totally packed, and it's New York, right? So it's packed with all kinds of people who have no idea there's even a rally going on in Central Park. They're just from somewhere else that day. And they're all looking at us like we're nuts. But we sang it all the way downtown, especially every time the subway would stop and the doors would open and we could actually hear ourselves. And then a couple days later, I got on a plane for my first tour ever. That was like a real tour. And it was in British Columbia. And if you've been to British Columbia, you may know this, but it's very, very large and very sparsely populated. So I was being sponsored by the government in British Columbia, and I was playing these towns, and I decided I was going to make this song the kind of centerpiece of my show. So I was singing it for 8 people and 1 kid in this town, and I said to the organizer, "I'm really sorry, so few people showed up." And he said, "What do you mean? This is everybody who lives within 50 miles." Seems like there ought to be a way to look each other in the eye, to see we're all in this together, and put our thoughts of victory aside. Seems like there ought to be a way to turn some fear into trust. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is counting on us. Can I get you to sing that a little bit with me there? No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is counting on us. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is counting on us. Seems like there ought to be a way to separate the freedom from the flag, to see what's real in the illusion. Sometimes a beauty walks around in rags. Seems like there ought to be agreement. We would rather live in peace than fight. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is on our side, is on our side. Seems like if there's a God in heaven, we must have been put here to get along. that life is for the living, to leave a life for living when we're done. Seems like this ship out on the ocean must fly on the wing of the dove. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is reason enough, is reason enough. Seems like this ship out on the ocean must fly on the wing of the dove. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is reason enough. You know, it's real hazardous to try and get people to sing with you. For example, that night in British Columbia, there was a little boy sitting right in front of me, next to his mom. He had a big bag of potato chips. And he finished that bag of potato chips during my song. And every time we would get to that line, no matter what you say, there has to be a way, everything. Right at that point, he would squash that bag of potato chips really loud. Squash. And everybody go like Well, I kept starting to keep track. I sang it 24 times. And then finally his mom realized what was going on and she leaned over and said, "Okay, kid, that'll do it." Took the bag out of his hands. And then we only had to sing it one more time before we all got to go down to the train station and get a beer. This is my way of saying I'm a stubborn man, so here we go. Seems like this ship out on the ocean must fly on the wing of the dove. No matter what you say, there has to be a way. Every living thing is reason enough, is reason enough.